Hey guys, it's Hayes with CheatSheetPros.com. I'm going to go back. I had one of our members reach out and say that the college basketball model has been on fire. So I'm going to pull up the sheet from yesterday and kind of go through it. Honestly, I wasn't even going to do a college basketball sheet this year. With kids' sports and work, I just don't have the time to track it. But everybody messaged me and they wanted me to post it, so I post it. I update it daily. I have everything in here. So this is from yesterday, January 30th, and this new test model I put up a couple weeks ago is kind of what he was referring to. So for the sakes of this, let's pull this down and let's go back and kind of take a look at it and see how they did. You'll notice I put this up, and I'll go ahead and leave it up on the screen so you can look at it, but we had some pretty crazy scores. Like UNLV, we had them by 12, and they ended up winning by 9, but they covered. But look at this. Zaga, we projected 92 or 90-58. The final was 92-58. And so here's what it was on our sheet, and then here's what the final was. And then we had Utah State was a 13-point favorite. We had them by 20. 87-67 and ended up being 82-61. And then we had Oklahoma winning outright by a point or two as a 3.5-point dog versus K-State. And they ended up winning 73-53, which was a little overkill, but hey, we'll take it. And then we had Dayton minus 13. Our model had it 84-66. We had them winning by 19, and they won 83-61. So that was pretty impressive. So let's go through and kind of look at some of these other games. I posted that just for like a tidbit. So what I usually do is I pull up college basketball scores, and I'm going to go over here and find ESPN because I can search it on the screen. And let me make sure I got it on the screen so we can see the scores. And then that's today. We're going to go yesterday, Tuesday. We're going to go all Division I. So it loads all the scores. Now we can kind of see where we fell. And I'm going to put it right next to the sheet. We'll set it here. I went ahead and I kind of shrunk these columns down just so they don't get in our way. So this is what we're looking at, our testing model. And then whatever you choose as your percentage difference or number, it also works on this testing model. And then you can see in this column, I have 2 pink dollar signs. So you can see some of these plays that kind of fly through here. And again, this has been up for a couple of weeks, and honestly, I haven't even went back and looked at it, but I heard it was doing really well. So yesterday, as you can see in the screenshot, 8 of the 10 games hit. The member that messaged me said 9 out of 10 hit, but I did find it was only 8. So I'm going to go through and just kind of walk through with them and take a look at it. So scrolling in this column here, the first one we have is Ohio and Buffalo, and then so Ohio is minus 14.5. We have a minus 19.3. So we have an edge of 4.8 points. So Ohio minus 14 would have been the play. So we're going to go over here and we are going to find Ohio, not Ohio State. So Ohio minus 14 covered. It was 91-70. We projected it basically 85-65, 84-65, somewhere around there. Easily that one covered. So that was a win. I am going to scroll down here to the next one. Next one we have right here is going to be North Carolina and Georgia Tech. So we had this, North Carolina winning, minus 8.5. I don't believe this one won. Yeah, Georgia Tech won this one outright, 74-73. So that is a loss. So that puts us at 1-1. And then we're going to go up here to the next one, which is Akron minus 10.5. We've got them winning by 15. So let's go ahead and see if they covered 10.5. And oh yeah, 77-46. So right here they easily covered the 10.5. So that's a win. So that's 2-1. And then we have Dayton minus 13 would have been the play. We've got them winning by 19. And so 83-61. And we had it 84-65, so they covered pretty close to that one. So that was another win. Oklahoma, Kansas State. We have Oklahoma winning as a 3.5-point dog. So Oklahoma plus 3.5 would have been the play. And they won 73-53, so they won by 20. And then Seton Hall minus 10. We had them winning by 15. So we got Seton Hall. Oh yeah, they rolled. Look at that, 72-39. So they won by well more than the 10. And then let's go ahead. We got Clemson minus 16. We have them winning by 21. And they only won by 6, so that's a loss. That's our second loss. And then down here we have Utah State minus 13. We have them projected to win by 20. So Utah State, yeah, we hit that one almost perfect. We had them by 20. They won by 21. And Vegas had it at 13, so that was good. And then Zaga was minus 16. Our model has them winning by 32. And then they won 58-92. And we had this projected at roughly about 90-57. Well, that's pretty close, 90-57 and 92-58. So we hit that one almost perfectly. And then the last one, UNLV minus 8.5. We have them winning by 12. UNLV, 8.5. So this was close. It's a win. So Vegas had this at UNLV minus 8.5. They won by 9. So it was a close one. You can see in the first half they were up 37-28. And then they played even in the second half, but ended up winning by 9 for a cover. We had it pretty close. So 8.5. We had it minus 12. So a 3.6 point edge. So that's kind of right on the end. Usually people do 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5 points, some 5, some kind of in there to find their plays to look in and dig into them. So 8.5, we had it by 12. We had it pretty close. Ended up being by 9. So we edged out a win and got 8 of 10. So again, I post this every day. It's on the website, in the group, 50 cents a day for premium. I just don't have time to go through and look at every single one of these. Like on Saturdays, there's over 100 college games, and it's almost impossible to pull all of those up. So thank you, David, for letting me know kind of how that's doing. It gave me some time to kind of dig in and look back at it, and hopefully we can keep this rolling hot into March Madness. Good luck, guys.